Okay, we are currently on Long Beach Island in New Jersey. This is a barrier island. So barrier islands are very important because they protect the land that's behind the island from the ocean. So whenever we're having strong storms, we get strong waves, big waves, and strong currents, the island's going to help slow down the currents before they hit the land. And the what we're standing on is a sand dune. So these sand dunes naturally build up, but these are important because they protect the land on the barrier island. Again, by slowing down the ocean currents and the waves. When we have really big currents, the ocean will often come up to the sandbar. I've been on this island before, and the ocean has probably been very close to where I'm currently standing now. These sand dunes weren't here. The ocean had washed them away. Then humans came and built them all back up again to help protect the island. And then what protects the sand dunes? The grass helps protect the sand dunes because that's going to slow the wind down. So wind is going to be carrying sand. And do you ever lay on the beach on a windy day? You'll feel like sand hitting your face because the wind's going to pick it up and move it. But these seagrass or the dune grass, that's going to help slow down the wind, and that's going to drop the sand down and help build up our dunes. Another thing that helps is they don't have one here. Actually, they do have one underneath the sand. Is a fence that has missing slats. So it's like vertical slats of wood, and every other one's missing. That does the same thing that the seagrass does. It slows down the wind, and that's going to allow the all the sand to drop. And it did its job so good that it's now buried underneath this fence. Okay, so we're going to walk down here. Now, most sand is made out of quartz and plagioclase feldspar, a lot of silicate minerals, because that's the most common mineral group on land. So it's very common and it's hard. So when the rivers are flowing down from the mountains, they're slowly going to erode and grind down some of the existing rock. Some of those minerals will completely dissolve, but these quartz and plagioclase feldspar and other silicate minerals are very hard, so they don't completely wear down. They get small as a piece of sand. And when the rivers come onto the ocean, it dumps it out into the ocean, and the sand is dropped here. Now, most sand, like I said, is silicate minerals, but not all sand. So if you look here, you see all this black sand. This black sand is most likely magnetite. There's probably a couple other things in there, but a lot of it is magnetite. If you ever get your feet wet and walk through the sand, this magnetite likes to stick to your feet. It also has a higher density, so it becomes pretty obvious when we get some wind ripples, and we can tell which way the wind's moving by looking at the ripples. So they're asymmetrical, which means they have a long side and a short side. Long side and a short side. So that long side is the direction that the wind's coming from. So wind would be coming down off the dune. So the wind blows real gentle hill up, and then it curves back around, creating the steep side on the backside. Now goes a beachcomber. So now this is Memorial Day weekend. So we're starting to get a lot of people down here at the beach now. Therefore, a lot of trash. Now the trash is typically plastic. There's a lot of trash, but when I go walking on the beach, I pick up a lot of trash as I go, and most of it's plastic. I'd say about 80% of trash found in the ocean is plastic, or if not more, and it's almost all of it's coming from land. Why is it all plastic? Well, we're making a lot of it. It's cheap to make. It's very moldable to make into whatever you want. So it's very versatile. The problem is it's made by humans, therefore it never breaks down and decomposes. So there's nothing in this world that will eat the plastic. So it stays there forever. So we get these big ocean garbage patches in every ocean filled with just mostly plastic. Anything between plastic bags or bottle caps. And that plastic will wear down into smaller bits of plastic we call microplastic. And that microplastic will get absorbed into a lot of ocean animals. I'm not positive, but this animal track here, that to me looks like a crab, maybe a ghost crab. I've seen ghost crab on this beach before. Anyways, back to that plastic. That plastic is now making its way into the human diet, and it's been found that humans have a lot of plastic in their bodies as well. Oh, there's some plastic. I'm sorry, not plastic. Looks like cardboard of some sort. I think they recycle cardboard.